I'm Rachel Kraft, and welcome to the Ask Linux Academy show. In this show, we answer questions that you have in regards to a certain topic. This week, our topic is AWS. Feel free to follow us with hashtag #AskLinux Academy, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you know which topics we're discussing and when. Question number 1. Josh Smita asks, will you be adding any more labs for AWS on Linux Academy? Yes, we are absolutely always adding more live labs, and we have an exciting new project called Cloud Assessments. Derek, did you want to mention anything about Cloud Assessments?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So Cloud Assessments is our great development that we've been working on for several months. Cloud Assessments allows you to prove to other organizations that you know the stuff, that you have actually accomplished something within AWS, not just passing a test. So Cloud Assessments is the next generation of proving you know your stuff.
Absolutely. I think it's going to totally transform the way we learn and the way we get jobs. Question 2. Sharath Chandra asks, is there a way to log into my EC2 instance if I've lost my private key file? Is there any workaround to log into the EC2 instance without the .pem.ppk file?
So that's a common thing that we get asked and it's something you will probably run into at some point. So if you have an EC2 instance and you have lost your key, which again, you need to make sure you keep up with your keys, but due to the extreme security around keys, sometimes you can lose one. So if you do lose your key, what you need to do is create an AMI and redeploy the instance and attach a new key, and you're all set and ready to go.
Question 3. Michael Kaplan asks, AWS dominates the public cloud landscape. How do you see AWS evolving over the next 12 to 18 months? Any focus areas you see? All right, this is a great question. I totally think that serverless is going to be the next big wave, so it's very important that we keep up on our serverless concepts, including AWS Lambda.
Yeah, absolutely. AWS Lambda is the wave of the future. So serverless is where everything is going nowadays. So definitely start learning it if you're into coding, for sure.
And we do have a serverless concepts course already released, and we're looking to add more serverless content in the near future. Question 4. Luis Lima asks, I'd suggest a conversation about the career. As everybody knows, getting a good job while you're a junior can be a hard task. Tips about what students and junior professionals can do to overcome these problems, and what the instructors did and how they faced it when they were juniors. Okay, networking is key. Make sure your LinkedIn is totally up to date, and also get out there and network. Join the local meetups, join the local user groups. That's the best way, is through your connections to find a job, to look at opportunities, and to keep your skill set sharpened.
Absolutely, and on top of that, pick up projects. So certifications are wonderful to get you through the door, but once you're through, you need to have something to talk about. So once you get in, having a project, taking advantage of friends who are working on maybe an AWS project, something like that. Go take advantage of that, volunteer your time, and prove that you have a portfolio of projects and hands-on experience. Hands-on
is always key. That's why we always stress using our live labs, using cloud assessments. That will definitely help you be able to answer the practical knowledge questions that you will be asked in the interview process. So yeah, great advice. Question 5. Thomas Smith asks, in Linux Academy, there are 2 AWS CSA courses. Which one should I take, or which one is best for the beginner?
All right, so we have 2 CSA courses, as you may have noticed, and we do get asked frequently which one you're supposed to take. So the new one is the one you will want to take, the one with our Orion Papers project, which is an excellent way to learn the concepts of AWS. So you want to make sure that you are taking the new course, as we will be phasing out the old one. The reason the old one is still there is so people who have not finished it but started it can finish it before moving on.
Absolutely. And if you're totally brand new to AWS, we would suggest using our AWS Essentials course to start, then moving on to the Concepts course, and then doing the CSA. And from there, right, Derek, you have tons of options from there.
Yes, absolutely. You have all sorts of options. You can go to developer, you can go sysops, you can move in any direction.
Depending
you can
on
even
your
head.
Interests.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you can head straight over to serverless.
All right. Well, that wraps up this edition of AskLinuxAcademy.com. We are hiring AWS instructors, so go to linuxacademy.com/teach and join a great network and team of AWS instructors. All right, we'll see you next week for our next edition.